y'all. It's With the Done with gloves up, guns down, Studio One live. And who do I have here?
Mark the Bear.
Mark the Bear. Okay, Mark, where are you from?
I'm originally from Alabama, Anderson, Alabama, but I live here in Anderson, South Carolina.
In Anderson? Okay.
Yeah.
So do you know who your opponent is?
Actually, I don't. I was hoping to meet him tonight, and I didn't quite catch him. So.
Okay, so you more like in the heavyweight.
Yeah, me and him both. We supposed to be around 240, something like that. I'm right at 240.
I don't think we ever had anybody that heavy. Okay, this is gonna be the first. Is this your first time fighting?
Yeah, this is actually my first time. I was at the last event, and I was really impressed with the fighters and the whole thing.
And the whole movement and everything.
Yeah, I want to get off into that.
So how do you feel about guns up, gloves down?
It's really something powerful. I think everybody needs to get involved and support this thing. I work security also, and I see situations accelerate or escalate to a situation where it shouldn't get. And I think a lot of times if you was to, either talk about it or, run them hands, sometimes, you can make a better situation out of it.
Right. So what have you been doing to train for this fight night?
Well, between me and my trainer, we've been doing a lot of running, get my cardio up, get my wind up, working on hand speed, stuff like that. I'm a physical type person, so I'm gonna let it
Speak
air out. Yeah, I'm gonna let it air out in the ring. You feel me? Yeah.
Okay, so are you nervous about this fight?
Naturally to get in the ring, you're gonna have some butterflies, but once them hands get to moving, you reacting to the hands, you reacting to the movement, you just kind of, going with the flow with it. It's a beautiful thing.
Okay. So what made you want to get into the ring just from being at the last fight?
Well, real talk, I'm kind of like a hero in heart, you know what I'm saying? So I like to stand up for anybody or anything. So I like to use that to kind of lead by example. You know what I'm saying? Like to bring out the hero in everybody. So I like to prove a point when I get in the ring, and I like to see young people do the same thing.
Okay. All right. So, excuse me, I'm sorry. Let's see. How do you feel about going forward with this fight without Be-Easy being here?
That situation was so unfortunate because that was my first encounter with him, and we didn't chop it up a whole bunch, but I did tell him that I liked the program, I liked the movement, and I was all into supporting it, and then just like that, he was gone. So that was really unfortunate. So.
Okay, so what do you consider to be one of your greatest strengths as a boxer?
I guess my ability to see what's coming towards me, and adjust to that.
Okay, and what advice would you give someone who would want to do the same thing as like get into boxing?
Run. I'm gonna tell you, run, because people don't realize how much energy you use when you throw in your hands. When you get in the ring, ones and twos, and breathing. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So, are you excited for this being your first fight?
Yeah, I am.
You look a little older.
I am. We ain't got to get into age. We ain't got to get off into that. I'm probably older than everybody that's fighting.
Okay, so you think you older than your opponent?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you think that he has an advantage being younger?
I'm gonna say this. Physically, he might have the advantage there, but with age, there's experience, and I'm gonna use that in the ring.
So, like you say, you do security as well.
Yeah.
So, do you have to ever get physical with being security?
Yeah, but it's not.
It's
different. It's different. It's not running hands with nobody. You ain't throwing 1-2s. It's handling the situation, get them out as quick as possible. So, it's more hand-to-hand combat, more MMA type thing.
Have like a strength from there, right? Like being.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So do you do that like professionally, being a security guard?
No. I do that on the side.
Okay. All right. Do I have any questions?
Is this your first fight, like ever fight, or like
Yeah, first ever. I've done the training, but first fight in the ring for sure.
Another question. Do you feel like your win is the main thing that you've been focusing on? Like you said, I hear you say you've been running a lot.
Yeah.
Stamina, do you feel like stamina is something that can give you a better advantage against your upcoming opponent?
Oh, absolutely. Like my weight itself, 240 pounds. That's a lot to move around. Yeah, it's a lot to move around. It's a lot to move around. He'll test to that too. But cardio is gonna get you going and keep you going in the later rounds, whether it be second round or the third round. But you be able to think. If you're thinking about your hands, you're thinking about moving, counter punching. You're not thinking about, I need a breath. You know, I'm not gonna die in the ring. So.
That third round definitely be different from that first.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's all, y'all. Thank y'all for watching Gloves Up, Guns Down with the Done.